power of electronics. And I know you have been looking for them. We were talking about this a little bit earlier. If you're like, okay, I want an all-in-one, I have the very last, and last kind of the operative word here, because we have a very, very limited quantity to go around, all from HP, touch-enabled. We'll walk through all of the amazing bells and whistles and features that it has. 8 gigabytes of RAM, 1 terabyte hard drive. But what your color choices today are phenomenal. This is $1,000. You look at the retail, it's almost $1,000 value. Today, $699.95. It comes with over almost $440 worth of software and services. The one that I have in front of me, this is the burgundy. And the burgundy, we have the final 43 of them. And right here, look at the amazing size of the screen. And 43 only in burgundy, but we also have the black, and we also have it available in the black. I think we have 300 in the black. And then, okay, we have the white. We have 58 only available in the white. Fast, efficient, thin easel design with a brilliant display. And the most important thing, Aaron, as you were telling me a little earlier, that it is an all-in-one, and how many viewers have been looking for them.
We've had a big birthday month here at HSN, you know, really great, lots of great computers and great smaller computers especially. What we have not had a lot of are all-in-ones. In fact, I worked with Brett Chuckerman yesterday afternoon. He's like, when do we get an all-in-one? This is our final and one of our only all-in-ones that we've done for birthday month. What is an all-in-one? An all-in-one means that this is a full desktop power computer, but this is everything. There is no tower, there is no extra. This is the tower, this is the power, this is the graphic processor, this is the central processor. Do you see this cable? You guys see that? It's one cable setup. You can do this. You can do it, to steal Tony Little's phrase. You can do this. You put this in your, like in my case, the all-in-one in my house is in my my kitchen. I keep it kind of like on the bar area in my kitchen because you'll go to it all the time, and it's one cable to plug it in. Couple things from the beginning. This screen is the highest quality screen I have ever seen. I've been selling computers at actually 13 years in August. It's crazy. I've been going into my 13th year. It is. It doesn't compare to you. That's about a third as long as Bobby's been here, but still, I've been doing it a while. This is the nicest, hands down. It is the highest quality screen. It's not just high definition. High definition, of course, by itself is pretty wonderful. I'm going to turn this volume up a little bit so you can hear it better. The high definition is absolutely awesome, but this is full high definition. This is 1080p high definition. So it is the highest of high. It is also incredibly receptive to your touch. One of the things you'll notice about this screen is not only can you see it beautifully, look at that, from all angles. I mean, I turn that all the way to the side. You can see it from every angle perfectly, but it's also not overly glossy. A lot of times when we show screens in the studio and in your home environment, it's the same way. They're too glossy, they get kind of bright, and we're sort of constantly trying to get the glare off them. You'll see, and by the way, I want to just point this out. You can, I have to ask my producer and director, have you ever seen me do this with a screen where there wasn't, never, I wish you all could hear them. You've never seen it, right? It's a different kind of screen that is easier to see from all angles, so there's never any glare. You can still, here, let me show you from the side, because one of the things I really like to do. So we're not sacrificing any, like, with this design, you're not giving up any power or... Like, sacrificing is, I'm trying to think of the opposite of the word sacrificing. This is the computer with more. One of the reasons I have it this way is if you do like I do, like I said, I keep this on the bar in my kitchen, so I can walk right up to it and stand. You know, you don't have to sit down, and in fact, you can pull up. That's a great feature. It's a really nice feature, and you can pull up a virtual keyboard at any time as well, which is really nice. Now here's the other thing. We're including full-size, totally, it's the sleekest computer, sleekest all-in-one I've ever seen, a full-size, totally wireless keypad, or keyboard, I should say. So you see, like, if I press this little button right here, this is just the Windows button, you see that it pulls up the, it pulls up your start menu, and I'm just gonna walk, like, I don't know, maybe I'm 5 or 10 feet away from it now. It still works, so you don't have to be like right on top of it, I guess is my point. Same thing with a wireless mouse. Couple other things really fast. Do you notice the design? It's kind of based on mid-century modern furniture, modeled after some of those really famous chairs
Yes.
Yeah, so that was something that the HP designers did on purpose.
Awesome.
Here's something that almost no one would expect. There is, my friends, an optical drive built in. Most people look at this and they see how small it is. Not small, the screen is huge. The screen is 2 feet of 1080p high definition, but they see how thin it is and think, oh, well, maybe it doesn't have an optical drive. Plus, remember, only a third of computers in the US
I was going to
today,
say, I paid way, like 3 times the amount for my computer. Does not have an optical drive.
Yeah.
And then you get home and go, oh, great, how am I going to play all my DVDs?
How am I going to listen to music? How am I going to burn data when I need to do it? Let me show you one or two, and I know this is the world's longest introduction, but just a couple other quick things that you don't expect, okay? That nobody expects. This is the first computer on which we've ever done this. So we all love having a webcam, right? I mean, having a webcam really is one of the coolest things. There's your webcam. But how many of you, I have to ask, and Bobby was telling me before, I know you're coming over here to really see this, aren't you?
I am, because I just want to see this.
So a lot of us put like tape.
Oh, I have a piece of paper and tape covering my camera.
A lot of people use a Post-it note because they're scared, you know, if somebody breaks into your computer, which by the way, Viper antivirus protects that. We'll talk about that. They're worried about that, and rightly so.
Right.
Well, look, this has, I'm going to tilt this forward so you can see. There's just a little switch. Oh, perfect shot, guys. Little switch on the top. And if you move it over, did you see that?
That is
it has like,
so cool.
Like the Ghostbuster sign, like you can't see.
Yes.
So it's actually a mechanical way. And there it is. You see, we have the webcam up now. You saw Bobby kind of peeking a minute ago.
That is super.
But when I look, did you see what happened when I closed the webcam?
Oh
even if someone had full control over your computer, they still couldn't see through your webcam unless you have that to the open position. It's just another great security feature. And what it really is an example. Bobby said, do we sacrifice anything? We sacrifice nothing in this computer. I will tell you, I believe the burgundy is exclusive to us. If it's not exclusive, there could be 1 or 2 other retailers in the country. So that is the one. Well, I know the white is only limited too, but that burgundy is
if you see the back of it. I mean, the burgundy, by the way, we have only like 39 left in the burgundy. I mean, look at this absolutely gorgeous color. How stunning is that? 39, yeah, not only 39 only left in burgundy, 55 left in the white, and then a little over 200 remaining in the black. And then we'll just keep going. I mean, we haven't even really scratched the surface of what you're getting.
We're really just getting started. The sound on this is out of this world. Let's do this. Let me show you the features still. I want to make sure I mention everything once, and then I have about a gajillion demos for you to do. 23.8 inch, that says high definition. It really should say F before that. This is full high definition, 1080p, the highest quality screen I've ever offered in any computer at HSN. The AMD A9 processor, if you love graphics, if you think of the Star movies and those kind of movies, AMD is really known for their graphics. Their processors are in a lot of the standalone, the PlayStation and the Xbox and those kind of things. This is the AMD A9 processor. I'll get into that. I've got some great videos I'll show you in a few minutes. It is the second largest RAM and the second largest hard drive we've ever done in any computer. So 8 gigabytes of RAM means multitasking on this computer is really, really fast. And when you're online, uploading and downloading online, RAM is one of the most important things. You've got that. With a full terabyte hard drive, that's 1,000 gigs, you can store over 250 hours of high-def video, 1,000 hours of standard def video, 1/3 photos, 240,000 songs, so it's huge. This is Windows 10, the #1 operating system in the world. It has the latest fall update already built in. That privacy camera that I was just showing you, we don't have another computer here, and all the great computers we do, there's not another one that we sell that has that. I love that feature. And then wireless keyboard and mouse are included. So the thing about this computer,
and the batteries.
Yeah, that's right. You don't need that because you're plugged in, right? So you're good, you're good to go there.
And by the way, the free shipping and the 6 flex pay also, Aaron, right? I mean, so you get it home for what, $116. But I did want to mention, we also have the VIP financing on the HSN card, $58.33. And if you don't have the card, you have only a couple of days left. This would be the perfect time to do it, because when you call to get the card, and you can check it out on our website or call the number that's coming up on your screen, we give you $25. So you could get it home for a first payment of like $32. That is the way to do it, and no interest whatsoever. And you know, the thing that's also, to me, like, you know, we love our like notebooks and our iPads, but most of us need a PC, right? Because whether you're doing...
When it's time to get it done.
Exactly.
And not even just a PC, I think we really like having an all-in-one desktop solution. There's something to be said for the place in the house where you go to pay your bills, to check in with the grandkids, to make sure everything's going on well at school. If you work, a place where you work, just kind of having that space. Now, we'll point out, this is totally mobile. Remember, it's one plug in the back. So all you need is power. This can be in the guest room. You know, when you have guests for the holidays, my folks always come in, this becomes their TV, right? Because they can stream every channel on here. They can use the DVD, the built-in optical drive. They can talk to the grandkids. They can use the high-def webcam. It is so easy. It weighs 13 pounds, y'all. So during football season, maybe you have the main game going on you know, the big TV, but you want to have the second game going on. This just goes into the den. You plug it in and you stream whatever you want. As the weather gets nicer, as we move into fall, if you want this to be sometimes maybe on your screened-in porch or that kind of thing. This has wireless AC built into it, so it is the fastest, furthest wireless network of any networking card we've ever done. If it's okay, because they're moving quickly, I think it would be a good idea, if you don't mind, to mention the printer. Do you mind mentioning
Yes, I was just going to do that too.
I don't want y'all to have to call back.
Because we have only like 40, I think it is. We have fewer than 40 to go around, but we have an unbelievable offer
like this
on a printer. So there's the first 40 fast people. When you buy the computer, guess what? We will take $50 off the printer.
Crazy.
So you know what that means for you? You know what you're buying this printer for today? $19.95.
And it includes full inks. So, you know, normally you pay $25 for ink. Yeah, and by the way, that printer has the lowest price color printing in America, so it's only 5 pennies per page to print when you use HP Instant Ink. That is a printer, a copier, and a scanner. It's a customer pick on hsn.com. It's just wonderful. And
we'll pop up the, there it says the number is 608-541. Normally $69.95. Today, when you buy the computer, we take $50 off. It's $19.95. Like, what can you even say to that? There's like nothing you can even say to that. So the other thing that I love about this, I love the size of the screen, right? This 23.8-inch screen. But diagonally, explain the difference in the viewing there,
So here's the thing. It's kind of like when you buy a pizza. Like a 16-inch pizza is a lot bigger than a 12-inch pizza. It's not just 4 inches bigger. Do you know what I mean? Because it gets bigger all around.
Right.
Or a boat, same thing. A 23-foot boat is a lot bigger than a 19-foot boat because it gets bigger. Well, it's the same thing with the computer. Now, this is one of the largest screens. It might be the largest screen I've ever offered in a live show. I think for a Christmas taping show, we did a bigger one. Other than that, it's the biggest screen. It's almost 2 feet of full high definition. And what I want to show you, this is the #1 selling screen size in America. You got to watch this, Bobby. I think this will really freak you out.
That's why
so compared to 15-inch, I want to show you live.
Right.
Again, this is the #1 selling size in America. Look at.
Holy cow.
1, I'm going to put my finger here to measure exactly. 2, 3. It is 3 times, nearly 3 times the size. It's actually 190% more surface area. And what that means for watching movies, for multitasking, like for example, I have Netflix up on this side, I have the Microsoft Store up over here. Each of these is 1.5 times the size of a 15-inch computer. So it's like having several screens next to each other. None of us, not one person that's watching right now, is getting any younger. It's part of life. We all get older, our eyes don't get any better. You'll never have trouble seeing anything because you can even pinch zoom. So maybe you're on hsn.com, or maybe if this is for home and someone's doing research, you know, they're researching on the internet. Great. We pull that up over here, and then on the other side, you want to pull up, I don't know, a program where you can write documents, or you want to download, you know, Microsoft Office, or you want to download the free, you know, Google Docs program, or whatever it is. You can do that and still really see what's going on both sides because there's plenty of room. Again, even when you cut it in, well, I say cut it in half, it's this great thing called Snap, where you can snap things into place on your computer. I'm gonna have a video over here.
It's actually only 21 by 11.5 inches, right? Overall size.
Yes, you're right. So it doesn't take up a lot of room.
Exactly, I love that part.
If you had 2 15-inch monitors next to each other, that would not look, wouldn't look pretty.
Right.
This is aesthetically,
I love the portability of it.
It weighs 13 pounds. And again, I want to, you know, do you remember? In fact, I even have this old prop out here. This is what a desktop used to be, okay? And it was, I call it a 6-pack job to put, when you would get this on Sunday afternoon, you better have a couple of beverages ready for you.
The green cord, the yellow cord,
because it's gonna take you like 3 hours to put it together. There's gonna be the schematic, and then you've got to plug in the internet and all. On this computer, this is what your setup is. It's one of the best parts about it. Your setup is taking the computer out of the box, and then you need a power cable, you know, so the same thing you plug your iron or your toaster, you know, it's just a regular old plug, the same thing you plug a lamp into. This goes into the back, And then the other end, of course, goes into the plug.
I love it.
This has Wi-Fi built in the same way that your laptop computers do, and it's not just any Wi-Fi. The latest wireless internet protocol is called wireless AC. It's 3 times faster than wireless N, which was very, very fast. And I have to say this, if you have a computer at home right now and you think, oh, my internet's slow, I can almost guarantee you, particularly if you're using a Wi-Fi service and you're paying for high-speed internet, your internet is not slow. Your computer is slow.
Is that right?
I cannot be more
wow, because I never knew that, and they don't let you think that.
No, if you probably have 500 MBS or maybe even 100, like, or 50. I mean, 50 or 100. Like, the truth is, unless you live in like an extraordinarily rural area or something where you can't get high speed, but if you're paying for what's called high-speed internet, your movies should never buffer. You should never wait. You should be able to do many things at one time. Here's what your computer doesn't have. Your computer doesn't have a quad-core processor like this, the AMD A9 quad-core processor, and your computer probably doesn't have as much RAM as this. Most computers have 2, 3, or 4 gigabytes of RAM. This is 100% more. RAM is so important for both multitasking. So again, here I'm running, let's just count, oops, how many programs I'm running at the same time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 programs running at the same time. RAM's important for multitasking, and it's important for speed on the internet. After Bobby gives you guys a quick color update, I want to go through this A9 processor.
Let's do it.
It's very, very special. We haven't talked about it.
So we have 15 left in the burgundy, the final 15.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. And then the final, there's only 40 remaining in the white. And then the black, we have about 280 left in the black. That is it. And by the way, in terms of the printer, the crazy bonus buy printer, that's $69.95 normally. But if you buy the computer today, it's $50 off. Comes with the ink, it's $19.95. That's like, please don't even think about it. Grab it, go for it. There's, 20 only remaining now in the printer. And you can always check this out on our website as well, because it is a huge customer pick. But to get a $1,000 computer, but it's not just the retail of it. The most important part of all of these exclusive features, and the fact that it's the last of the all-in-one. So if you have been looking for an all-in-one, and I love the fact that it has the optical drive that I can watch my, I can play my movies, and I have had so many training DVDs. I bought my last computer, didn't even realize. I figured, I'm assuming if you're paying $2 grand for a computer, it has it.
Sure.
But so many of them do not anymore. This is so feature-rich, and it has one of my other personal favorites, Cortana.
Oh yeah, Cortana's
like
built
Cortana.
in.
Yes.
So Cortana's, well, let me show you, since Bobby mentioned Cortana. Cortana is your little search assistant down here. So if you want to ask Cortana a question, for example.
I can learn to understand you much better if I can get familiar with the way you talk.
So now I could
need your permission to help.
Yeah, and I'll say sure. So she wants to learn how I talk. So she says, there's different things that
I can't connect at the moment.
There's different things she'll tell you to say to get to know your voice.
To get to know the
really
voice.
well.
That's wonderful.
It's really nice to be able to talk to Cortana. I want to show you just 1 or 2 things, and I am going to show that processor again. If you didn't see this a minute ago, this is the largest screen here. Let me make this video. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to freak you out. So I'm going to make this video not only full, I'm going to make it totally full screen. Notice edge to edge. This is the thinnest bezel we've ever had on the side of a computer. So this looks like, like if you see our Samsung TVs, our really nice, expensive televisions, that's what this screen, look at that. Oh, that's a beautiful shot.
So,
is that Adam? Who's our director? Chris, that is a beautiful, thank you, Mr. Chris.
Incredible.
I mean, you guys can really see there how sleek the computer is. Now look at this. Look at this. This, a 15-inch computer, #1 selling computer size in America, okay? Look at that. It's about 1, 2, nearly 3, a little bit over 3 times the size. And one other thing before we take a phone call, and I can't wait to take that call, we haven't even mentioned, we're including over $400. It's $432 of additional software. Nobody else in the world does this. So learn to use Windows 10, like Bobby said, one of her favorite things. Windows 10 is built in. File Hopper Plus, Print Artist, Loopster. We'll get back to this and I'll talk about them more. The last thing I'll say, you should absolutely be picking up Viper antivirus as well. Viper Advanced Antivirus protects 8 computers for the life of 8 computers. You only pay for it once. You don't pay for it every year like other antiviruses. it covers 8 computers, not just one, so it's less than $10 a computer for the life of those computers, has artificial intelligence built in, has machine learning built in. It's the best antivirus, in my opinion, in the world. It's US-based and comes with a lifetime of support.
Exactly.
We're gonna say hello.
Well, we're gonna go to Georgia.
Good deal.
Hi,
Fun.
Rick. It's a pleasure to have you here at HSN. You're with Bobby and you're with Aaron today.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Hey, Rick.
Fabulous. So you decided you had to have it, correct?
Yes, had to have it.
So were you looking for an all-in-one, or what made the decision for you, Rick?
Oh, we've been looking for one because ours went out, so me and my wife been waiting on one to come through.
Yeah.
And it's been a while, then y'all popped up with this one.
Yeah, we don't have these as much as we have laptops. They're a little bit harder for us to get in stock, so I'm certainly glad you were watching.
I know.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. And I have to tell you, and standing here and walking through this, are you as amazed and impressed with all the features? Is this something that you expected to get, or had you done any price comparison shopping at all, Rick?
Well, no, I haven't done the price comparing, but I have the I just got the HP laptop.
Oh, nice.
17-inch one.
Yeah.
The same color of the burgundy one that I'm getting on the all-in-one PC.
Oh, they'll complement each other beautifully.
Good. You were lucky to get in that burgundy. It's almost gone, I know. Well, thank you very
much.
much.
My wife said, yeah, hurry and grab it. Get on it. Said,
and
okay.
you listen to your wife, Rick. I love that.
I did.
Well, thank you so very much for calling. We appreciate your being out there.
I don't have one question. Does it have the tech support come with it?
Oh, good question, Rick. So this comes with HP support. We might have a still for HP support. HP support is a place where you can get, there's a great chat group there. There's the HP, when you first turn the computer on, there's something called the HP Support Assistant. And when you register with the HP Support Assistant for about a year, you'll have them to answer your questions.
Excellent.
Oh, okay.
Well, thank you very much. You all have a beautiful day, and we appreciate your being out there. So Rick and his wife grabbed the burgundy, and we'll try to give you a color update. Okay, burgundy's gone. Well, good thing they were quick. So burgundy sold out. You're looking at the white. I had the final 3 dozen, I think there's like 40 left in the white, a little over 200 left in the black. But this is it also, Aaron, isn't it, in terms of the all-in-ones?
This is it. Yeah, we do not have another one for birthday month. I don't know when we'll have another one, period. I'm sure we'll have some around holiday, but I don't know that it will be as upgraded as this. We've only had this with that gorgeous design, the optical drive, the AMD A9, the nicest and biggest high definition screen we do. We've never had another computer that has the security built in on the webcam. So look at when you want to make sure nobody's looking at you through your webcam, you just boop, pop that over and you're good. I've been promising that I would tell you about the AMD A9 unit. This is a bit of a geek out moment for me, so bear with me if you
Geek
will.
away.
But it's really cool because you're probably like watching me do things really fast, and like I've got 8 or 9 or 10 programs open at one time. I'm doing this 3D rendering, and you're thinking, well, how in the world, why is that computer so much faster than my computer? Oh, we have to say a quick hello. Do you know what happened today? Adam Freeman, our host at HSN, Adam had a new baby today. Yes. Then his name, and so here's some pictures on Facebook. I believe his name is let me double check because they put their name up here. I think it's Sebastian. But
look at how incredible Chelsea looks too.
Is that ridiculous?
Oh my gosh.
Sebastian.
My best day could look that girl. Gorgeous. Congratulations.
Congratulations
guys.
to Adam and Chelsea, and that I hope it's okay that I'm showing that picture, but he's put it on Facebook, so I'm sure it is.
That's fabulous.
Sorry, I need to say a quick congrats there. Okay, here's the next thing.
Walk us through all the main features too.
There's something called an accelerated processing unit. If I can just, okay, you'll see the video and then I'll show you with my hands. Most computers have a central processing unit and they have a graphics processing unit, and they're 2 separate things. So the computer thinks about what's gonna happen graphically, and then it takes 3 processes and it sends it to the central processor and it gets it on the screen.
Okay.
So there's 3 steps there. The reason everybody talks about AMD specifically with graphics, you heard me say that earlier, right? Like AMD powers the Xbox and the PlayStation. They power a lot of the big graphic studios that do like the Star movies and that. In this computer, instead of there being a graphics processor and a central processor like there are in every computer I know of except ones that have AMD, this has what's called an accelerated processing unit. So the central processor and the graphics processor, which are both made by AMD, are interlaced and become one piece of hardware inside your computer. Well, this is kind of easy to understand. So instead of taking 3 processes to get from thinking about something to putting it on screen, it's immediate because it's the same piece of hardware.
Oh,
when you cut out 3 steps, things happen a lot faster. That's
definitely.
why gaming, if you love to game, if you love to watch high definition video, if you like Netflix or Hulu or you stream hsn.com, if when you're on social media, Facebook or Twitter or whatever, you know, videos are popping up all the time. If they're slow on your machine right now, they won't be here. The graphic support for this within the family of AMD processors is really, I would say, industry setting.
And for anyone at all, I know we have just about a minute remaining. I obviously, with just only the white, a few left, like 2 dozen left in the white and the black. And I love that Aaron showed that. This is all you do. I look at this and go, okay, do I have to hire somebody to come home and set this up for me?
Absolutely not.
Plug it in.
After you plug it into the wall, you know, and if you have Wi-Fi, you'll be able to get right onto your Wi-Fi. If not, I should just show you in my last 10 seconds, couple of USB ports on the back. There's an Ethernet port. There's an HDMI port, so you can plug this into a television.